Hello and welcome back to another video. I hope you had a great day, and I just want to say that this is a beautiful picture. Also, this is a great time to code. Don't know why, but it is a lovely time to code. So I'm gonna power up Visual Studio Code. I ain't gonna wait. I ain't gonna wait, pals. I ain't gonna wait, chat. So let's get to code. But first, I might need to open up the Explorer. Go to the downloads and open up HTML, CSS, JavaScript with Visual Studio Code. Alright, yeah. Hello there, ChatGPT. How are you today? Let me just type that down. There it is. Alright, so this is what we did last time, right? Done today is another day. Okay. Memory in ChatGPT has changed. Okay. Yeah, multiple buttons and dynamic styling. Goal for today. Add multiple buttons, learn CSS hover effects, use JavaScript to change styles dynamically. Number 1. HTML, add multiple buttons. Let's modify your index.html to include 2 more buttons. This will help you practice handling multiple elements. Okay, let's analyze what do we have right now in our HTML file. The greeting is the same. Enter your name. Yes, that is the same. BR. Did you just hang up on me, bro? It looks like it just hanged up on me. No, it didn't hang up on me. It worked. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't hang up on me. Okay, so I gotta add 3 buttons. Let's do that. 3 buttons. And the rest of the code is still the same. Greet user. So I just have to add 2 buttons. That's it. Change background color and reset. Let's do that. For that purpose, I'm gonna start typing button. And on click, what are we going to do on click? Change the color. You can name this anything you like. Change background color. And then we have one more button to add. And this is for resetting. Alright, now just add the on click. And what is this going to do? Reset the page. Alright. Now, since the HTML is done, we can simply move on to the CSS. Because we need to, no, the JavaScript. Because we need to work on these 2 functions, change color and reset page. Change color and reset page. There it is. So let's define a new function called, let's work on the change color first. Alright. And what do we have to do? We need to change the background color. We can do the CSS later. Okay, yeah. Now let's add the new functionality in script.javascript. Greet user already created no changes here. Yes, that is already there. New change color function. This will change the background color of the page when the second button is clicked. Change color. Did we already do that? Already done. It's a capital C. What did I use? It's also a capital C. Document.body.style.background color. Alright. Document dot body dot style dot background color is equal to light blue, and that's with a capital B. No, that's with a small b. Alright, and then semicolon. So document.body, the body of the document, the style of the body of the document, and particularly in the style we're accessing the background color. Okay. Okay, so that is now done. Now let's see if that worked. Alright, change background color. It worked. To light blue. And now let's work on the reset function. So JavaScript is absolutely lovely. I love it. Okay. Reset page. Reset page. Okay, a reset page. Reset page with a capital P. Alright. Okay, so a reset page. So what is this going to do? We need to understand. Okay, reset the color back to the, look at this. The default color. No. Okay, so it looks like the default color is not here, but let's go to inspect and try to find out what the default color is. If I reload this, click on this, styles, computed, root, layout. Let's go back to the styles. Alright, computed. Where are the colors? Where are the colors? They're supposed to be here. Alright. Show me the colors, please. HTML, CSS. Where are your colors? I do not know where your colors are. I'm looking for the colors. Alright, so I don't know where the colors are gone. The colors should be somewhere here. Background color. Yeah, this is it. Alright, so it is there. Okay, so let's use the color picker. Take it back to this. Alright, you can see this is F, 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 F. Okay. So, yeah, this is not exactly the same color. It's F2, F2, F2. I don't know what color that is. We'll probably just copy paste that and see what kind of color that is. What visual, how does it look? Okay, so how do we change the color? We already know how to do that. Document dot body dot style dot background color is equal to it's going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Since this is going to be completely white. Yeah, exactly. Alright, so the color is going to get resetted. And then we have document get element by ID dot value. Alright, and then clear the values. It's really simple. It's really simple. Name input. What is name input? We need to see that. Name input is a placeholder. Enter your name. It's going to be empty. It's a placeholder. We need to make it empty again. How do we do that? So whatever, first we get the element by its ID. Does it actually have an ID? Is what I want to understand. It's name input. Yeah, get element by ID name input. Alright. It's correct. And then we'll set its value to empty. Let's do that. It's really simple, straightforward. Document.get element by ID. Alright, and name is name input, right? Name input, but I is capital. Alright, dot value is equal to document.get element by ID. So the placeholder is going to become empty, and the next thing that we want to do is get the other element by ID, which is result. But first, we want to check out what is result. Okay, so it's inside this P. It does have an ID, so we can definitely get the element by ID, and it is called result. So let's do that. Results. Result, okay. And we also want to see where is result being used. Okay. So we greet the user. If it's empty, it's going to say please enter your name. Otherwise, it's going to say this, right? Otherwise, it's going to say this. So we don't want it to say that as well. We don't want it to say anything. And that's the inner stuff. It's the inner text. So we're going to set the inner text to this. So whatever thing we were seeing on screen is going to get erased. So now that we're done with the JavaScript, let's move on to the style. I mean, we don't have that much style to do right now, but let's see what we have. Little interactivity with hover. Okay, that is so beautiful. You know, this is very interesting. The hover effect is really cool. Okay, right now we have input and result. Okay, since all the buttons are just buttons, right? They don't have any differentiation. So whenever we're going to style the button, and that is going to style all the buttons together. Alright? It's going to style all the buttons together. So it's giving a padding on the X and Y axis, probably. So X-axis padding is 10 pixels. And 20 pixels, okay. So this is probably X and Y. I could be wrong at some point. Font size, okay. A particular font size. That is 16 pixels. Alright, let's do that. 16 pixels font size. If you reload the page, they should change a bit. Let me just save it. Yeah. Okay, they are bigger. And then the margin. So margin everywhere, right? Margin 5 pixels. Cursor pointer. It's going to change the cursor to a pointer. Alright. I think this is going to look very beautiful. And then there is a transition. What kind of transition? Background color. Ease. 0.3 seconds ease. I don't know what that means. 0.3 seconds. Point 3 second ease. Okay. And finally, wait. Let me see what happens. Well, nothing happened on the transition. Pointer, huh? Also hover, there's also hover. Did I save the file? Oh, it actually changed. Alright. It actually changed to a pointer. But what about the ease thing? Reset, okay. Is this the ease? What is the ease? Anyway, let's add the hover effect. Button, colon, hover, okay. So button, colon, hover. Background color. It's gonna change the background color of what? For CAF50. Okay, for CAF50. Is that in the inverted commas? No, it is not. So maybe it's gonna change the background color of the button. I think. Yeah, the background color of the button changes to this. It looks really cool. And the text color is gonna change to white. Yes. Greet me. Let's type John. Hello, John. Welcome. We reset it. Change background color. Reset. Okay, so you can see it works. Transition. This is not working for some reason. Why isn't it picking this? It's not reading this for some reason. Oh, CSS transition isn't being transitioned in some browsers as applied. It won't work on background color if set inline in JavaScript. When you use this to change background color, the browser doesn't know it should transition smoothly because it's directly set by JavaScript. CSS only work if the change happens through regular code, not inline. Try modifying background using class toggling instead of directly through JavaScript. And what has it changed? Alright. Let's do that. Yeah, so you know what? So this is for some other day. We're going to continue it from here. So have a very nice day. Thank you very much.